Okay, Chad, you guys are back. Okay, let me fix everything. Let's go to the streaming section. Everything is excellent. Um, okay. I guess we're back. Let me search my Twitch. Also need to fix my Twitch and Kick. Everything should be okay, I guess. Dude, I don't know why people are so loud. Okay. Okay, the audio seems excellent. Let's go to Twitch. Let's check the chat here. Yep, I need to just like make it a bit quieter. So, see chat. Here's one of the things that I had to like work with for a long time, honestly, and that is how to organize my stuff here, especially like the audio. I don't know how the audio is gonna work, right? Let me go to my Twitch and fix the Twitch too. Also need to like later add the number of, what is it called, the viewers everywhere, so you can like have a good um understanding of what's going on. Let me check the Twitch chat too. Okay, it's also good here. Okay, this is just a test now, but we can like continue, honestly. We don't have that many. Okay, so the camera is good. I don't, let me remove the, what is it called, the layout, like just like simplify the, okay, great chat. Okay, we're back, we're doing great, all the streams are healthy. So we're gonna do two different things today. The first one is to first of all like talk about like what's going on. So it took me a good chunk of time. It took me at least 3 months, 2 months to realize and learn how to work with the streaming tools and how to like optimize them, because we're already streaming on 4 different platforms. TikTok is the one that is like rising and shining because I'm doing random stuff on TikTok. YouTube, Kick, and Twitch are the ones that I'm gonna work on for my art account. I also stream art on TikTok too. But one of the problems that I have is the fact that I don't have time editing the footage, right? So that's one of the main reasons I don't stream with the music on, because I got like strikes of copyright issues multiple times before. So we're gonna be back on that. And okay, we have one person in chat. What's up? What's up? One person on YouTube. I also need to like implement that later. One on Twitch, none on Kick because we're fresh on that area. So we're back. Hey, how's the chat doing? Are you guys doing okay? Yep, the stream chat looks fine. So we're back to the work that I'm doing right now. It's this concept art. You guys probably could see it if you are not a follower on Instagram. So it was the sketch and then we turned it to this so far. I had to like paint this sketch like this, but it's okay right now. And one thing that I'm struggling right now with is the details, and also the fact that some of the detail doesn't look that good, you know? So we're gonna fix that. Um, I was painting the face today, as you guys can see. Let me paint the areas that I don't like already. And I wanted to just like give it a more defined look. That's something, right? We also like reached 200 followers today on TikTok, so that's great, honestly. I love that. It's such a good thing. But going back to our art stream, I just need to like fix these edges, right, and volumes. Like some of the functions also look wacky, honestly, right? And also, I'm gonna implement more of what is it called? The what is it called, man? I cannot remember. I need to implement. Oh, photo bashing. Yeah, I need to implement more photo bash because nobody cares. Even if you like not to steal, but even if you use a photo of a like cybernetic part, nobody actually cares. People are like, okay, it's good, it's all right, as long as it's like not just like a straight rip off of the main idea, but it's all right. Nobody cares. Okay, so stuff that I need to work on. It's one of those very uh, important um points. Let's call it. It's a very good tip that I could give you guys is to get away from the canvas like I'm doing it right now, right? And then pinpoint the areas that you need to work on by just like circles. This area needs to work on. The eyes need to be worked on because I was working on it today in the morning. And this area is good, but I just need to work on the way it's gonna stand on this like pile of sand. I need to work on like how's the organic tissue is going to be connected to this barrel, right? All these gun designs. One thing that I skipped was this area. I don't know what how is it. It looks already good already. So like I was like, okay, I'm not gonna design a six pack like most of the designers do. I just like stay with a simple design. I just need to define more of his its muscles here, right? And stuff like this. Right now, I just like realized some of my shaping, my shape system is not working. So I'm gonna go back and work on it again. And this is like one of the cons of working on your concept art the way that I do. I just like paint it. I don't go and start like sketch it. I do a sketch it, but it's like not intricate enough. So one thing that I should do while painting is to just like come up with designs for these areas, as you guys see, you know, like what's going on here. Right, I like this. I like this. And again, like if it needs some sort of like 3D modeling or like better visualization, because many of my works right now look so muddy and I need to fix that. I'm challenging myself to go like with more of a realistic, at the same time impressionistic approach, but it also comes with like the price of, okay, you also need to spend more time cleaning stuff. For this area we can just like straight copy this area and just like move it here, right? And then remove this like in the center. Before, after so far in a very short time we just did. Oh, one thing here that I wanted to work on is the design of this cybernetic leg, you know. Also defining my own project, what's going on in this project. It's like it's a very difficult task. I've been dealing with this right now. It's so annoying. Like the question of what is going on in this world, and yeah, it's a big challenge for me now, to be honest, because I know the main narration of the story. So this is the sniper. Let me open all the files before explaining. We have the death scene. Yeah. Okay, this is the death scene. You guys remember we worked on this. I think I worked on this on TikTok. And this is the harvest. So we've got like 3 different frames. Let me just like check everything is in order, right? So what I'm having in my mind is this concept of like this guy is a farmer, right? And he has this biomechanical prosthetic hand, and he gets shot and killed, and you don't know why. But in the next frame you realize there's a sniper, and that sniper shows one of his like most wanted paper clips, I can say. Let me essentially draw it, to be honest. So the next frame is going to be this guy, right? Well, I can also like add Instagram, to be honest. Let me take my design here. So here's the thing. In the next frame, we're gonna have this guy with his like, he has 2 head, by the way. I like the design when I was like sketching it. I think it's very inspired by Mommy's, one of his recent series, like YouTube series. I like that guy. I love him. He's very good with whatever he's doing. So in this frame, like he should be like holding the like this. It's gonna be like this kind of frame. Because it's a very horizontal frame, honestly. I just like looks at his, what is it called? The device that gives the operator, it's DPA, PDA. Is it PDA? I think it's PDA. Personal Digital Assistant. Yep. So it's PDA. Personal Digital Assistant. How is it gonna be? Like, let's simplify a hand like this. His hand is also like cybernetic, so it's going to be a very intricate design like this. Right, and the thumb is going to be here. And the cybernetic hands are going to be divided in two, but it's going to be like a bit above, so we're going to have a smaller pinky like this. And one thing I don't like is the fact that like people look at their PDA like this area, like this, like they look at it like this. I don't like that. I want to be like Buzz Lightyear. Like, yeah, I'm reading my stuff here, so I want to have that kind of PDA. So yeah, if you look at the design here, it's gonna be. And also like there are wires outside because I love that look. It's like a wasteland inspired type of look, you know. Yeah. So this is the hand. This is the forearm. Yeah. Now how are you gonna go with that? One thing that we already have established is the fact we have like this here with the wires coming outside here. They're gonna like end up to be gathering here. But maybe we should cover the wires honestly, because then it's very vulnerable to slashes here. They can cut the wire. Let's get back and fix these wires that are outside. And this is like the critical thinking that I'm trying to just like convey. We do this, right? As you guys can see, like one of the main essential ways that I work is just to sample whatever I painted before with just like some rough brushes. Not that rough, like this rough. You can see it shows the volume. You can play with the edges. I also like go with like, what is it called? The mixer brush tool, because it's so easy to use. So maybe that will be the personal assistant area. All right. You guys see that? So you do this, and I just like, honestly, I should like go back and draw the metallic parts that I have already designed with a better shape language, because it's very, again, muddy, not very good, well defined. If we go back here, and the problem with that is because I use a lot of 3D, but I'm not putting enough time, so I have a crisp 3D base mesh, you know. Do this, you guys can see I'm having a much more well-defined volume of metallic thing here. I don't like this element, by the way. We can like paint rusty metal. And here's the thing, one of the things that I'm doing right now, one of the, let's put it this way. Here's one of the main challenges that I put in front of myself all the time. also do that when I teach, is the fact that I work with crazy ideas. As you guys can see, like this kind of design is insane to work in all 2D. Like we had a base 3D, but you get the idea. I'm just trying to expand my knowledge of how to conceptualize different ideas, even if they're crazy as hell. And in the long term, that's what's gonna happen and like help you to like not to get a job, but to just like come up with better clients. Not to come up, end up with better clients or better artists or better studios. That's what I love to hear in short term. And this is like one of those things that I like to do, you know. Um, by the way, is my camera too much affected by the filter that I'm having it on? Let me go and simplify it a bit, to be honest. Even in the camera, in the big monitor, it looks good, but like when it's shrunk down, it's like very weird looking. Oh, I can use that. This. And that's what I like about like the way I work, is it's like I'm constantly growing. And one of the good things is like nobody's watching right now. It's fine. You see, if you're gonna like do a mistake, it's fine. Even like if people are watching, you can just like still have some mistakes going on, you know. Let's make it 40%. And look at it, like I'm coming up with results that I like, and then just try to render a volume that I'm going to be like proud of when I'm done with this project. Because I'm going to be honest with you, this is like one of those projects that I was like, okay, I started to work on projects that would get me hired, and nobody hired me. Not because they didn't want to, it because like the whole industry collapsed. So that's a sign for me to just go and work on the things that make me happy. Maybe that's a sign for you too. Because it's crazy. I was active on LinkedIn for a short while, right? Not short while, like half a year right now. And I have I have like made connections to amazing people, like crazy people that you would not even meet in real life. I could like manage to connect with them and just like talk to them, like Epic Game art directors, Xbox art directors, and nobody knows what's going on. And I see a YouTube video and people are explaining to you how to manage this time of the industry. Like, bro, you're a YouTuber. The best case scenario, you're just like a freelancer. I'm talking to art directors and they don't know what's going on. They know, well, why this happened. It happened because of the COVID. I talked to art directors to like from Epic, and they're like, we had so many people that like every decision making in any visual or creative section would take weeks to be approved and finalized. And they're like, it's AI. It's not AI. AI is doing nothing. Everything they try to work with AI, like most of them fail because they just like were not implemented in an ethical way. And I'm sorry to break it down to you, but you cannot steal from people in a way that is like obvious and expect people to respect you back, because everyone knows if you stole from that artist, you're gonna steal from regular people too. You're not a cool guy to be around, you know. Dude, look, much better designs, by the way. I love it. You know, like these are the designs that you look at them like in a couple of years and you're gonna be like, okay, I did some cool stuff back then. They're inspiring my older, more experienced me. I had those. I had like this robotic concept design. But when I did like the first digital painting that I had, I went crazy, and it looks weird, but it has so much value to me now because it gives me a lot of useful info of the way I used to think back in the time. It's not all like just like visual pleasing. It's just like there's an additional value to that kind of paintings. Okay, let's see. Did I skip the chat for a while? I don't want to stream on TikTok right now because people go crazy. Just like I shouldn't have started that trend over there, to be honest. Because yeah, people just call me Fellaini, Mohammed Salah. What's the third one? Or Cucurella now. They don't pay attention to the stream. Okay. Looks nice. Let's add some scattering to this. Nice. See? Oh, reverby. Oh, we are here. Very defined. See, yes. I like this. Okay. Okay. What's next? I like this. So one of the things when you like some design that you're doing, like I just did, I like this part. I don't like this area below it. I hated it. I don't even know why I did come up with like those glowing parts. They suck. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. So hateful, but like I'm just gonna cover it, you know. The above area, and for the below area, I'm gonna go with something like this. Okay, like that. Maybe I go even a bit further, which is like copying the same thing. And I used to think that's lazy, but it just adds a bit of consistency in your design. Just like use the same pattern. It's a repetition, right? And then it's gonna help in the long term. Because whenever you want, you can just add some variety, but just like that unity in your design is what differentiates your personal project from just something industrially appreciated. We can do this. Okay. Nice. And then you simply just paint it. I'm gonna make another layer. Oh, you guys don't see my layer, I forgot about it. See, I just like use the mixer brush in a way that's just like I'm smudging paint around with my finger. Now I'm gonna just like use this area, right, to learn how to shade here. I just did it by like some happy accident, and I love happy accidents because you can learn now. See, just like select the area. Maybe I would even go with something like this, just like make it more refined, and then add some of this shading and use my a smudge tool to blend these areas. This looks so good, and I did it with just like a couple of clicks, and I didn't used to work like this 3 years ago. And I swear to God, after 7-8 years of painting, one day I learned this, and I don't know why I didn't do that before. You can also add some ambient occlusion with this. Like, do you see these sharp lines? I want that. Oh, you guys don't see it, but I'm just like adjusting it in brush setting. All right. I'm just like coming up with design right away. This comes in front of it, but at the same time, I can just like add this layer behind it. Let's go back to the ground you had here. Right. Just add some very beautiful ambient occlusion designs. Dude, look at it. How many minutes? 30 minutes. We went from this genetic design to this simply because we were asking ourselves, how is it going to look at its info of the wanted person? And I just wanted to like hide those wires on the assassin's hand, because it doesn't make sense if you have like a vulnerable area on your hand. Okay. Half an hour, very great stream. Honest to God, I'm gonna do it much more every day. Swear to God. I already did streaming today for 90 minutes. It's the half an hour, 2 hours stream today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow after like the meetings that I'm gonna have. I think that's it for tonight. I don't know how many people are watching. Thank you guys already for like watching and like helping You guys did great on TikTok already. We're just like expanding on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. I'll probably add Instagram tomorrow. We'll see about that. But aside that, you guys have great rest of your night. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.